What is up, DramaAlert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keepstar. Let's get right into the news. Logan Paul's good friend Mike is in the doghouse. Oh, he messed up big time, and it all happened yesterday on Twitter. But let me explain the story to you, okay? So it goes all the way back to the 16th of January when Logan Paul uploaded this video titled "Surprising My Best Friend with His Favorite Actress." That's right. Here's the clip. Roll it.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Hey, say hi. Hi, what's up? Oh my god. What's up? Holy
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
So that's my friend Lana.
I know she is!
So here's the thing. Mike and Lana Rhodes basically started dating. And oh boy, has it helped out Mike. I mean, Mike uploads videos. He normally gets like 300, 500K views, something like that. But then he started making videos with Lana and it just 3.5 million? What? That's right. He started popping off. So the two of them started hitting off, and based on the videos, I mean, it just seems like they're boyfriend and girlfriend. And, Mike cheated. That's right. Lana Rhodes tweeted out, "Nasty ass trifling mother effer." But that's when, get this, the Dr. Phil girl, Ava Louise, responded saying, "Sorry, Lana." Ava Louise? Mike, you cheated on Lana with Ava Louise. There's no way. Lana Rhodes tweeted out, "Imagine having nothing better to do with your life than to sit outside a club for hours with nobody. Duck lips have an ass just to suck a dick. We are not even in the same league, so please don't let this raise your self-esteem. Also, no, you can't get tagged. No free clout." Whoa! Now we got a cat fight going on. The Dr. Phil girl responds saying, "Imagine getting cheated on with a girl from Dr. Phil." Oh no! Oh no! Then Lana put out a text conversation between her and Mike. Mike says, "And you're the queen of the world." Lana responds, "Shut up, stupid. Everyone is shocked that you let that girl suck your dick. Everyone is like, no, she's disgusting." Mike responded by saying, "Oh my God, whatever. She waited in a sewer drain and I jumped in." But the Dr. Phil girl responded saying he also slid in my DMs that night asking to come out and I ghosted him the night before. Lana said screenshots or it didn't happen, expose him, and then she showed the screenshots. Mike, what are you doing? Lana then quoted the screenshots saying this: "When I give a 3 a chance and he fucks up in less than a month." Bro, Lana's calling you a 3. Unreal. Now listen, Mike responded to all this by saying this: "Every time we come to New York City, it's another dick-sucking scandal." He's talking about the last time Mike and Logan were in New York City. Logan started trending because there was a video all over Twitter that people thought it was Logan Paul sucking a dick. But anyhow, I just want to get to the bottom of this. So I'm going to interview the Dr. Phil girl right now. And I also got a statement from Mike. He just texted me. So here is that interview. Roll it. Okay, so, well, Mike did reach out to me, and he said that they weren't actually official. But, I mean, Lana Rhodes is very upset on Twitter and said, you know, that she's glad that it, happened, now, so she knows. So, I mean, the internet thinks you're a homewrecker. Are you a homewrecker?
I mean, I wouldn't say it counts as cheating because it lasted, less than 30 seconds. So, to me, that's not cheating. Obviously, I think cheating requires at least some stamina from a man, don't you?
So you went down on him, all right? It lasted 30 seconds. Now, how did this even happen? I just don't understand.
I wasn't pursuing him. I didn't care. I was he DM'd me and was or I saw he was in New York, so I was like, "What are you doing in New York?" Because we had been talking here and there once in a while. I was like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "It's Fashion Week." I'm like, "That's cool. Where are you staying?" He's like, "Let me know what you're doing later, blah, blah, blah." I never let him know because I didn't care. He messages me the next day and was like, "What happened?" I was like, "Well, I blacked out. That's what happened." I was like, "You were the last of my priorities. I had to be carried to my bed at 1 o'clock. and in the morning because I couldn't see straight and I was throwing up all over myself. That's what happened. And then he told me, he's like, oh, so what are you doing tonight? I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So I stopped talking to him. Conversation was over. He DMs me again and was like, come out. I was like, okay, I will. Where? Because I had nothing else going on at that point.
Okay.
I just grabbed a bottle of Malibu, downed it, hopped in an Uber, and went to go meet him at the club. Mike's running down the VIP thing, like line thing in One Oak, and is like, comes out, and I say, hey, Mike, like, what are we doing? Should I go home? I'm like, I would rather just go get fucked up somewhere else. Just you let me know. He's like, no, come with me. Brings me into his like Uber. We go back to public health. He sits on his bed and is like talking to me about things. I'm just sitting there like, I'm drunk. He's sober. He starts touching me with his feet, showing me some hole in his jeans. Like, oh, look, I have this hole I could pee out of in my jeans. Sitting there grabbing his boner. I was just like, well, this is the most uncomfortable situation I think I've ever been in, but that's fine. I was like, his dick kind of looked small through his pants, honestly. And I figured it would be way bigger considering how big his nose was. But my friend, who was a porn star, slept with him and told me it was pretty average. Which it was. If everyone wants to know what Mike's dick looks like, it's not big.
Okay. All right. So
Lana dodged a bullet, honestly.
So I just don't get it. Like, why go and wait outside of these clubs for hours and hours and hours?
It wasn't hours. I was outside the club for literally 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I have a statement from Mike. He said, honestly, I talked to the girls I talked to her a couple times in between then and New York City, and he sent me a screenshot where you reached out to him on Instagram saying, putting this out there, I would suck your dick. So he said
on Twitter.
Yeah, it looks like Twitter, a Twitter DM. You reached out to him. Like your first contact reaching out to him, you were like, hey, I want to suck your dick, right?
I did it for the gay community. I wanted to see what his dick looked like. I'm sorry. I'm sure everyone was curious. I did it for the gays.
Anyhow, he says, since you reached out to him, and this was like, let's see, December of 2019. Since then, he's only talked to you a few times. He said he messaged you in New York City. When he saw you, you were dressed like a moron. They wouldn't even let her in the club, so she waited outside of the club for 2 hours in the cold alone.
No, that's not how it went, and I have the receipts on text to like prove that it wasn't 2 hours.
He also says, then I walked out and she came up to me and I left in a taxi without her, and she followed me to the next club, One Oak, in a taxi, and they wouldn't let her.
He told me to meet him at Oak.
And they wouldn't let her in there either.
They did let me in Oak. I was inside of One Oak.
She waited outside in 28-degree weather for another hour while I was in there. I came out at 3 a.m. And
That's
she was.
not what happened. I was inside of the club.
He says you jumped in her car, and he was like, "Well, fuck it." He was drunk. He was
a liar. He was not drunk. He was sober. I'm sober for how many days? Like, he was sober. I have the text too.
He finished with, "She came to my hotel, and all I wanted to do was to get it done and get her out. And she paid for her own Uber back home."
Because I was like turned off by the whole situation. You think I wanted to owe that man anything more by like taking an Uber he got me?
Well, that's the story. Adam22 Adam22 came out with a tweet.
I know he could. Okay, so if you're
wait, just 2 seconds. Let me read the tweet first. So he said, Lana breaking up with Mike because he got his dick sucked by Ava is so brutal. It would be like going out to a nice restaurant and excusing yourself to go to the bathroom, and then your date walks in on you eating urinal cakes.
Okay, one, I mean, if me making him bust in 30 seconds is urinal cakes, what the hell is Lana Rhodes then? You know?
Ooh.
What? That's what I want to know. too. Adam's just mad that I called him a rapist and a pedophile in the past. That's all why he's mad.
Yeah, but that was all BS. There wasn't any like charges or anything with that.
Are you saying you don't believe women, Keem?
Well, in that case, no. Adam 22 is innocent. However,
I think Michael Jackson may be innocent, so I guess I can't say anything.
However, speaking about pedos, Romeo Lacrosse got exposed. His partner, his manager, came out and like leaked a bunch of stuff on Instagram. So tomorrow we're gonna have a whole story on that. If you don't know about Romeo,
I don't know who the hell that is. I don't know who that is.
He's a tattoo artist. So guys, make sure if you're new here to subscribe. Big video dropping tomorrow. Subscribe with those notifications on. You heard it here from Ava. Any last words before we go?
If Lana wants to square up in the ring, I'll be the KSI to her Logan Paul, and that's how it's gonna go.
You heard it here from the girl from Dr. Phil. DramaAlert Nation, now over 5,400,000 subscribers.
Damn.